Hey everyone, welcome back to the craft room. So now that I have finished my unicorn cross stitch and it's getting cooler, it is obviously 2-layer weather now because as you can see I have two shirts on. I've got the t-shirt and the extra shirt because it's a little bit chilly outside, but that's okay. I'm ready for it, I guess. But since it is cooling off, we need to hurry up and get this craft room painted before it gets too cold. Pardon me, just got done eating supper. Before it gets too cold and I can't do anything with my paint. Let's back up, Anna. Before it gets too cold and I can't paint my walls. So, I'm going to step out into the hallway and show you this disaster that I have. And then I am going to do my very best. Things are just going to get shoved in totes. I'm just going to tell you right now, it will not be organized. But I need to get the small things out of here and the things that I can get out myself. And take the things that I don't want to fall off shelves, because not everything's coming off the shelves. But what I can, what I don't want to fall off or potentially get broken, and get all that out of here. And then Steve will be down here in a bit when I'm done to help me move out the big things like the bookshelf you see behind me. I can probably move that myself. And most definitely that yarn cabinet over there in the corner. So let me go in the hallway and I'm not moving anything. I'm just you can see it how it is. All right, what you see is what you get. All that right there will probably be shoved in that tote. You have to move out my project bags. My Addy will be put back in its box. I think I can get most of those carried out by myself. I will have to move the stuff off the top of those. The stuff that you see there is just going to get shoved in a tote probably. I'm going to move this door so we can see. This will all get left in the yarn cabinet. I'm not going to take it out. But I will take the stuff off the top of the yarn cabinet. And most definitely the stuff off the top of this little yarn cabinet and the little things other than yarn that's on the shelf. Definitely will have to put this stuff away and move that out because I think there's no back on that. And then there are several things there on that shelf, and especially the stuff there on the top that will need to come off so it doesn't fall off and get broken. So yeah, and there's things on there that'll have to come off as well. And then of course pick up the things off the floor. So I'm gonna go ahead and get busy and do that, and when I am done and Steve and I have everything moved out of here, I will be back and you will see my empty craft room. Alright guys, I've got as much out as I can get out right now. Here I gotta move my things here. But this is what I've got. That will be my first item on the agenda, to put those ceiling tiles up. I still have my curtains up. And as you can see, I've got, like I mentioned, cracks that need to be fixed in the wall. And I'm going to sweep really good in here. And I still have my whip holder and my little things that I have hanging up there, right there. And those milk crates that are in the window. And yes, I can get to my yarn. There's my bookcase and my yarn cabinet sitting right out there in the hallway. So it will be possible to get to those when I want them. So I can still work on projects, I can still access my yarn. I made sure that my crochet hooks and stuff like that were easily accessible. So I'm going to call it a night tonight because I'm tired. And hopefully tomorrow I will get in here and sweep the floor. And Steve recommended a wire brush because as you can see, it looks like the paint is starting to come off. He suggested a wire brush to come in here and just kind of brush the walls down. And maybe I won't sweep until after I do that because that will make a really big mess. And then I think the first wall that I'm going to paint so that we can get stuff out of the little hallway and make a little bit more room for us to walk through is this wall that you see behind me. This is the big wall that normally you see in the background with my bookcase and my yarn cabinet and that other little yarn cabinet thing that I have. So Thank you guys for joining me for part 1 of craft room renovation, and I will check back with you somewhere in my next video.